In today's video, I want to go over a brand new PlayStation Store sale that is live right now. The totally digital sale, not a lot of big budget games are on sale. These are games that are exclusive to digital download. However, some high quality games are on sale, some games that are a little bit underrated, but good games nonetheless, and I have selected a few that I think you guys should have your eyes on that are good deals. So we'll talk all about that, and also I do want to talk about the squad-based survival strategy game in Overland. That's coming out on September 19th, so just a little over 2 weeks away. And it looks like an incredibly interesting title. I talked a little bit about it before, but it's got an incredible visual style and just seems to be a very unique project. And to see that come out is pretty exciting. We'll cover that at the end of this video. First up, let's talk all about the totally digital sale, which, as I mentioned at the top, not a ton of big budget titles. However, some games I do want to highlight. Abzu is down to $8 from its original $19.99 price point. That is a really good game. A very atmospheric and relaxing game coming from Giant Squid. They're a very talented studio, and it's from the art director of Journey, which was a very good PlayStation exclusive. Abzu is a beautiful underwater adventure that evokes the dream of living. Immerse yourself in a vibrant hidden world bursting with color and life as you descend into the heart of the ocean. So it's got a really good art style, more of a relaxing game. Now that it's down to $8 as a part of this sale, I do think it's a pretty good buy. One series that I always go to bat for is the Banner Saga franchise. All of those games are discounted. Banner Saga 1 and 2 are down to $4.99 each. That's from their regular $25 price point. Banner Saga 3 down to $12.49, so a little bit more expensive. However, that is a relatively recent release. If you want all three games, you can get the Banner Saga trilogy, and that is available for $19.99. I would say that is a pretty good buy, so do give that a look. Also, for you Telltale fans out there and fans of Batman the Telltale series season pass is down to $7.49, as is the follow-up season in The Enemy Within. $7.49 for both of those are pretty good. I don't put them among Telltale's best work like a Wolf Among Us or even a Walking Dead. Batman the Telltale series is good. Being that you are a Batman fan, you're gonna have some fun with it, and $7.49 a pop I think is a pretty good buy. Black the Fall is $5.99. That was a Square Enix published title, and a pretty interesting game at $6. A lot of City Skylines content is discounted. Chasm is down to $12.99. That's a game that I really enjoyed. It had some issues, but it has a really cool pixel graphics art style. It's got Metroidvania style gameplay, and overall I wouldn't recommend it at a full $19.99, but at $12.99 a little bit more palatable. I wouldn't hold it against you if you do wait for an even deeper discount. I think at around $7.99 Chasm would be a really good buy. It just is still holding up in price, but not a bad game nonetheless. Deponia is down to $4.93. Deponia Doomsday is down to $4.93 as well, and then the collection is $17.99. Deponia is a pretty good series, and for that price point, I would definitely give it a recommendation. Daylight is down to $2.99. That's pretty good. Dear Esther is seeing a discount. $6.49 for it is pretty expensive, however. That's a narrative-driven game, and I've seen that game super cheap on PC, so it being $6.49 is just a little expensive for my taste, but nonetheless a pretty good game. A lot of the Deus Ex Mankind Divided content is discounted as well, so check that out. Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition is down to $36, which for $36, Divinity Original Sin 2 is absolutely worth it. That's a game that's worth $60. However, it's just that on PC, again, that game has been a bit cheaper, and I believe physically Divinity Original Sin 2 on PlayStation 4 has been a little bit cheaper. So that's a little bit of a bummer given that it is $36. However, if you do want an incredibly compelling and engaging RPG, more of the PC style, Divinity Original Sin 2 is going to be right up your alley. It's going to offer a lot of content, a lot of gameplay for your money. So if you just look at it from a value standpoint and getting the most gameplay out of your dollar, Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of the best buys that's on sale right now. So for that, I would still give it a recommendation. We've got Don't Starve Together Console Edition. That's down to $7.49. Fury is down to $9.99, which is a little bit more expensive than it typically is, but still a very good buy. Guacamelee 2, absolutely love that game. That is going to be down to $6.79, and that is a great buy. It's an awesome Metroidvania game, very charming in presentation. You uppercut your way to victory across stunning new handcrafted levels featuring a dense and colorful world, new luchador moves, sassy new bosses, twice the enemies, and 300% more chickens. It's a very charming game, very comedic, and if you want to play as a luchador beating the hell out of people, Guacamelee 2 is absolutely that game for $6.79. It is a great buy. Hell Warders is down to $10.04. That's not a bad buy either, given that that game is a little bit older. For it to still be $10.04, kind of high. Typical price is $15, so it's not even seeing a steep discount, but nonetheless a pretty good game, and I would give it a recommendation. Infinity Runner down to $2.79. That's not bad. All of the Life is Strange episodes are on sale. Episode 1, I believe, is free, and episode 2, 3, 4, and 5 are being sold at 99 cents a pop, so essentially you get the entire game for $4. That's pretty good, so do give that a look. Magicka 2 is down to $4.49. The special edition is $5.99. If you got a couple of friends to play Magicka 2 with, it is an absolute blast, and you guys are going to be killing each other. You guys are just going to have a lot of fun. Now, I do believe that was a PlayStation Plus title a little while back, so check out your library. You might already have the game, and if you never gave it a look, that is definitely a good buy. Mark of the Ninja Remastered is down to $11.99. Cannot say enough good things about that game. That game was awesome on the PlayStation 3. It's even better on the PlayStation 4 with more content, better visuals, all that good stuff. $11.99 might be a little expensive given that, you know, it is an older game. It's a remastered game of a downloadable title that was already relatively cheap, but man, from a quality standpoint, I would say Mark of the Ninja is absolutely worth it, so do give that a look if you've never played it. Octodad Deadliest Catch is down to $7.49. That's not all too bad. You've got some Pac-Man titles on sale with Pac-Man 256 as well as Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. Championship Edition 2 isn't bad at a $3.89 price point. Rock of Ages 2 is seeing a discount. Sonic Mania is down to $14.99, so not a steep discount on that either. It typically goes for $19.99. $15 is only 25% off, but I would still say that's a pretty good buy. Stellaris Console Edition is on sale. That's available for $17.49. Super Hot is down to $14.99. Super Hot VR is down to $17.49, which is one of the best VR experiences that you can have. If you have PlayStation VR, definitely give Super Hot VR a look. You are definitely going to enjoy that. Sword and Fairy 6 is down to $18.89. That's a pretty interesting Chinese RPG with some pretty bad translation issues. That's a little typical for these Chinese games, but $18.89 for it, not all too bad if you're looking for a pretty unique RPG. Trials Rising is down to $9.99. That's pretty good. The Gold Edition is $19.99, so that's not a bad buy either. Valley is down to $6.99. Verdant is down to $13.99. We the Revolution is down to $13.99. Relatively recent release there, so not a bad buy either. And Wizard of Legend is down to $9.59. A ton of other deals are available as well. Those are just some of the standouts that caught my eye. I don't know if we're going to do an in-depth video taking a look at this though, because I know for a lot of you guys, none of these games are really going to be up your alley. However, if you do have an open mind, check out games like Guacamelee 2. Divinity Original Sin 2 is a really good buy. Fury is really good. Abzu is great. So if you are into a little bit more of those niche games, this sale is gonna offer you a couple of really good buys. Alright, following up from that, I also want to talk a little bit about Overland. That'll be dropping September 19th, and it is a squad-based survival strategy game, and it's coming to the PlayStation 4. It notes take care of a group of travelers on a post-apocalyptic road trip across the United States in a turn-based survival game. Fight scary creatures, rescue stranded survivors, and scavenge for supplies like fuel, first aid kits, and weapons. Decide where to go next. Whether it's upgrading this wrecked car or rescuing that dog, just remember there are consequences for every action. Get ready for close calls, dramatic escapes, hard choices, arguing about whether or not that dog gets rescued, and the end of the world. Always keep fuel in the tank, stay away from the creatures, be careful, be quiet. Loud sounds attract trouble, and there's no way you can fight them all. Grab as much gas as you can, rescue that trapped stranger, and get back in the car before it's too late. So it looks like it's gonna put you in a bind, and you're gonna have to make decisions very quickly. I think that's gonna make it a heart-racing game, so it's interesting in that sense. You're gonna travel the west through grasslands, over mountains, across deserts, and to even stranger places. Every level, roadmap, and character is randomly generated, so each trip is new. Equip dozens of items including medkits, shields, axes, potted plants, scavenged armor, and luggage racks. A completely new end of the world from Finji, who did Cannibal, Night in the Woods, so a pretty good track record there. Overland looks like a very interesting title. It's getting hardly any attention at this point. If you're into strategy titles, turn-based ones, and post-apocalyptic games, this looks like a very unique game, and from a presentation standpoint, I have to say the visuals are very unique in that sense. I don't even know how to really describe it from a visual sense. All I know is it's incredibly captivating on that end, and this is definitely going to be a game that I'm going to check out come September 19th. Unfortunately, it's just coming out around the time of a lot of other major releases. However, that specific September 19th release date, it's about a week after Borderlands 3, and it's about a week before a couple of other major titles like Code Vein, The Surge 2, so it's actually coming out in terms of September as a whole, in a little bit more of a quiet week, so it does have that going for it. And it's an interesting and unique enough game where if it does deliver from a quality standpoint, I could see this being a pretty notable title that people will check out. We'll see how it turns out when it drops September 19th. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, the PlayStation Store's got a brand new totally digital sale running right now. A lot of great deals as a part of that. Not a lot of big budget games. However, if you have a little bit of an open mind, you can definitely get good deals with Abzu, Banner Saga, Hat in Time, and a lot of other games are seeing pretty nice discounts. And also keep an eye on Overland, maybe add it to your wish list, but at the very least, do know that that game is coming out and pick it up at a discount if you're not going to be picking it up day one, because I know our budget is going to be ran a little bit thin for a lot of you guys given all of the games that are coming out this fall season. I'm not going to hold it against you if you don't check out a game like Overland on day one, but a pretty interesting game nonetheless. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.